Hi, I'm Ryan, and I'm making an upload for the game Madden 23. If you're new to the content, don't forget to comment, like, thumbs up, subscribe. Also follow my social media on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Thank you. Peace. Okay. Alright. Hold up, people. Ready to do that. Hold on, my head's. Not underway. Heads are complete. Along with the mic. Go. Check. Alright. Unis. And we'll go with that. Sure. Use unis. Yeah. Alright. That's good. With these unis. While we're playing in Washington. The weather looks cloudy. It's a cloudy game in Philadelphia, folks. Cloudy game in Philadelphia. Looks like rain. And it is raining. This just sucks.
The two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And no run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 20 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Heineke now from the 50. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
7 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily...
Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And this is caught by Watkins. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing is Hurts. Now the ball comes loose. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Holding. Defense.
So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. A first down throw for Heineke. And his throw here's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
2nd down and a run by Robinson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Now Heineke. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And they'll throw again. Heineke. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Fourth down, Heineke. And he's got it.
Damn it.
Jahan Dotson. His second touchdown on the season. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So here is Washington now to take over. Last week, good result. They were able to beat the Detroit Lions, and now they are on the good side of the scoreboard right now as well. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 38, Heineke. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Heineke. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Heineke on first down. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Again, it's Heineke. And Thomas has it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Logan Thomas was an interesting name to watch coming into 2021, but injuries limited to just 6 games. If he can stay on the field, Washington really likes what he can do coming off of his breakout in 2020. There's a first down catch right there.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First down, Heineke going right back to Dotson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Dang it.
Heineke again.
Come on.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
You guys are too deep in the freaking pocket, damn it.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 30 on second down, Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a first down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
No way.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And the Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A very solid gain of 27. Second down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Threes all around. Sanders will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So that now 6 touchdowns for him on the ground here so far this year, Charles. And it's week 3. What kind of a season might he be embarking on?
Well, we both know it helps to have fresh legs early. And they're going to ride him a lot as this year goes on. But one other thing to keep in mind, as you keep having success, you actually have built up some momentum. Your body responds to that as well. So I see no reason for this to slow down anytime soon.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On third down, Heineke. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the...
Now a hit and a loose football. There he goes, left side. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown. Score. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes?
After review the play, ruling on the field.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here's Hurts to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Back
now at FedEx Field. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. To throw again on second down. Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. A good pickup there on 20 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Sanders. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now fourth and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here.
Touchdown, Eagles! Grant Calcaterra with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Oh.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Heineke. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead holds at 8. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Only 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Hurts. Towards the end zone for Brown.
Catch it, Brown.
Oh, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, but he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
The quick slant caught. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Going for it with Sanders. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Commander defense able to hold. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Heineke from the gun on 3rd down. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, the return is Scott. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Back to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but
it happens. It happens. We'll take the lumps this game, and hopefully next year will be a better game. Alright, well, that's gonna end today's upload. New the broadcast. Remember to comment, like, thumbs up, subscribe. Thank you. Peace.